Hello, y'all. Shaniqua is here. What is up? Big mountain boobies and all. Whew. That really hurts my chest doing that sometimes. Whew. Now do it again. Okay. For your entertainment pleasure, I guess. Anyway, what is up? Hi, Shaniqua here. This is a very serious video. All bouncy boobies aside, okay? Like, this is a very serious video. And this is a topic that has made national news, if not world news in some places, of an incident that happened out here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Now, I'm just going to jump straight to the chase. You may have seen this video of this elderly man being pushed off of one of the buses out here in Las Vegas that eventually led to his death. This black lady pushes him off the bus. He lands face first. You may have seen this video. If you haven't, you have now. And I got plenty more stuff going on to show you with this topic. I wasn't even going to originally make a video about this because I thought justice, would serve itself. Well, there's been 3 straws that is causing me to talk about this right now, which I will show evidence about that. I'll have videos play. Straw number 1 was the incident in the first place. Like, that was just absurd. Okay, straw number 2 to make me want to talk about this is that when she goes to court the first time, the judge releases her on, lets her post bail and releases her on house arrest, and she gets out of jail. Third reason is that today she pleads not guilty to killing that man, after all the evidence shows that she did. And her reasoning for saying, I'm not guilty, I didn't mean to kill him. You still killed him, you're still guilty. You still pushed an old man off the bus that led to his death. But I didn't mean to, I'm not guilty. Really? Really? So, I have news videos. There's going to be plenty of articles in the description box below. You click on to browse for yourself. But what I have to show you speaks for itself. Okay? This man was 74 years old. And this lady, with her kid, was being rude on the bus, harassing everybody. Originally, her kid sits down to an old woman in a walker and then makes her kid move and starts bashing the lady about her weight. Bitch, you're heavier than she was! Honestly. Okay, you want to bash somebody about her weight? She wasn't even that big. You're a bigger woman, okay? And I know all about being a big woman, okay? Because, look. Okay, I'm just saying. But I would never bash somebody else about their weight. So the old guy tells her, be nicer to people. She proceeds to get up in his face, yell at him and everything, and then he's like, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Well, as he's getting off the bus, she pushes him and kills him. So she did something. But still, it's just fucking crazy, okay? For one, the incident even happened in the first place. And for 2, for the judge to let her get out of jail and just put her on house arrest when she's an obvious flight risk. That's what everybody's talking about. Even the attorneys and all these other people in the court system are saying she has a huge criminal background. She's a flight risk. This was not a good judgment on the judge's part to put her on house arrest and let her go free. Just house arrest. And then the fact when she goes to court today, she says she's not guilty for killing the man. When videos like this, which I'm going to show right now, this one has audio, so you can hear everything, shows otherwise.
Reaction after a woman pushed an elderly man off of a public bus in Las Vegas. According to Metro Police, this is 25-year-old Kadisha Bishop. The victim, 74-year-old Serge Fournier. He later died from his injuries. Bishop is accused of murder. She is seen here walking off the bus with her son and stepping over Fournier. Bishop was later arrested. In this exclusive video obtained by the I-Team, we see and hear how the scene on March 21st unfolded. Bishop's son initially sits next to this woman with a walker. He later moves to another seat, and Bishop exchanges words with the woman, attacking her weight. Witnesses say Fournier was asking Bishop to be nicer to passengers as the bus stopped near 13th and Fremont.
You. Get the out of my face. Seriously.
What? What you gonna do?
I need to get the out of my face. You know you won't be out of line for that. God don't like that.
Some bystanders help, others do not. This woman stayed by Fournier's side as the bus driver called for help.
So that was the video with sound this time that shows, and you can hear everything, and tell me, she's not guilty? She's not guilty. Really? That's according to her, she's not guilty. You know, but evidence speaks for itself. So, remember when I said the judge let her out of jail and put her on house arrest? Here's a news video for that.
A lot of you were surprised, maybe disappointed when we told you last night that the woman seen in this video pushing an elderly man off an RTC bus, he later died, she's been released from jail.
Tough to look at. It's got a lot of people talking. Kadisha Bishop released Friday. She's on house arrest. News 3's Antonio Castellan got District Attorney Steve Wolfson's unhappy feelings about Bishop being out on house arrest.
That's right, Reed. District Attorney Steve Wilson is not too happy with the release of this suspect. He considers the woman a danger to the community and a flight risk.
That is something that I was wondering. It seems to me that in a case like that the bond would be very high.
Trevor Taylor still wonders how the woman accused of killing his friend, Serge Fournier, is out of jail.
This is a classic case of a picture telling 1,000 words. The video speaks for itself. There was no reason for this lady to do what she did.
Clark County District Attorney Steve Wilson with Taylor are disappointed with 25-year-old Kadisha Bishop's release from jail last Friday. Bishop was allowed to post a $100,000 bail. Las Vegas Justice Court Pro Tem Judge Jeannie Hua ruled Bishop could be released. Bishop is the woman you see in the video push 74-year-old Serge Fournier out of a bus. The coroner says the injuries he received led to his death about a month later.
And I think the bail was set too low. And I base that on the fact, the violent nature of this offense. This was an unprovoked, unnecessary attack on a senior citizen with a walker.
Taylor tells us he has nightmares looking at the bus video of his friend getting pushed out of the bus.
Watching it was horrible for me to see that. He was a good friend of mine.
Court records show Bishop was placed on high-level electronic monitoring.
And she's got a violent history. And when you combine those two things, we feel that she's both a flight risk and danger to the community.
Kadisha Bishop will be back in court next Thursday. Reporting live, Antonio Castellan, News 3.
Antonio, thanks.
Okay, and that's what set everybody up into an uproar. Everybody was already in an uproar throughout Vegas that the incident happened in the first place. But for her to be released from jail, which she should have stayed in jail for her crimes, everybody everybody was flipping out. Like, I had people in other states and a few in other countries. They were like, what the fuck? Why did the judge release her on house arrest? Like, that is just absurd. Well, here's this news video of her court appearance today.
You see behind me here, the push was caught on camera. An elderly man shoved off an RTC bus by a woman to his death. Yesterday, our I-Team aired exclusive new video from the bus. Today, the suspect pleaded not guilty, to murder. Vanessa Murphy joining us now live with more on this morning's court hearing. Vanessa.
John, Kadisha Bishop walked out of a courtroom again. She is not in custody. The 25-year-old woman is out on bail with high-level electronic monitoring, or GPS. She entered a not guilty plea in district court. The hearing is set to be continued on June 12th. Video obtained by the I-Team shows the March 21st incident. Bishop is heard yelling at a woman sitting with a walker, mentioning her weight. According to police, 74-year-old Serge Fournier told Bishop to be nicer to other passengers. That's when the push happened. We want to warn you, this video and language is disturbing.
You are Get the out of my face. Here.
What? What you gonna do?
Get the out of my face.
Bishop then takes her son's hand and steps over Fournier. He later died. Metro Police then tracked down Bishop. She is charged with 3 felonies, including murder on a person over 60 years old. John, back to you.
I will post the attack video, because it was an attack on a senior citizen. I will post that video again. Now you tell me, you know, like, really, how can she say she's not guilty? You know, I don't understand it. Like, I don't understand how, when, really? And the fact that when she gets off the bus at the same stop, the old man, where she puts the old man off, and she just walks over his body like, look at you, bitch, haha, type of thing with her kid. You know, not even giving a damn to try to reconsider her act and like be like, oh shit, I made a mistake, maybe I should help him. Or nothing. No, she gets off, she pushes him down, gets off the bus, looks at him like, oh, okay. You know. And you can hear people screaming all throughout the bus. And this one woman was like, that is uncalled for. God don't like that. God don't like that. It was some other black woman. And people get off the bus to try to help him. But this man dies from his injuries. He flew off of that bus when she pushed him. And now one thing that irritates me about this. Normally when there's a confrontation on the bus driver is supposed to intervene before it gets to that. Normally because I take the bus everywhere. Normally when I'm on the bus and a situation is breaking out, the bus driver will say something on the loudspeaker and tell them if they don't knock it off, she's pulling the bus over. He or she. Why didn't the bus driver do nothing? That's another thing I'm pissed about. The bus driver didn't do nothing. And once the old man is finally pushed off the bus, when he was just trying to, you know, calm the situation, tell her to be nice to people, she casually gets out of her chair, looks at her phone, and finally calls for help. She doesn't rush out of her chair. She just sits up. You know, like, really? Really? You know, every day, another day on the job, I guess. If that's how you're going to react to the situation. I did not like how the bus driver just casually set up and slowly called for help. She didn't rush off the bus to go see what was going on. She didn't try to intervene. She didn't do nothing until it was too late. That's nothing I'm pissed off about. It's the bus driver's actions on this situation. What they're supposed to do when a situation like this is happening on the bus is pull the bus over, try to solve the situation, or kick those people off the bus, let them take another one. You know, I've seen many bus drivers make people get off the bus for being disorderly. Why didn't the bus driver do that? Why did it take until this situation for this to happen? And then when it does happen, she still acts like la-da-da-da. You know, so that's another thing I'm irritated about. I'm irritated the situation escalated to that point, and of the woman's actions, who pushed the old man off the bus. I'm pissed that the judge released her, let her post bail, and put her on house arrest. I'm pissed that she pled not guilty when she obviously did it. And I'm pissed the bus drivers wasn't swift enough in trying to calm the situation. You know, like, to me, in my opinion, I am sorry, but I think that bus driver should find another job. Because all the bus drivers I've known, whenever, like I said, whenever there's a competition on a bus, they get on the loudspeaker and say, knock that stuff off, calm yourself. If they don't, they kick the people causing the problem off the bus. Or if it escalates any further, you know, they're supposed to take action, you know, swift action to avoid a situation like this, and that did not happen. So the bus driver was kind of at fault, in my opinion, too. Because that woman was being disorderly and being all crazy from the moment she got on the bus. So the bus driver should have said or did something. I'm sorry. That's just my opinion on it. I don't like the way she slowly got out of her seat to go supposedly get help. You know, other passengers on the bus ran out there to help him, and the bus driver is still sitting on her ass for a few minutes and then casually gets out of her chair to call for help. Bitch, I'm sorry, but somebody on the bus already called for help. You're too late. You know, you're obviously too late sitting there, you know, at your steering wheel like, oh, an old man got pushed off my bus. Okay, let me just sit here for a minute. Where am I at? I'm at Cary and Eastern. Okay, well, I gotta get to my next stop. What should I do? Should I just keep on driving? You know, stop contemplating shit. Get off your ass and go help that man. You know, shit. You know, like, why did you just sit there for a few minutes before you got off out of your fucking chair, slowly at that, and to go handle the situation? You missed the opportunity to handle the situation. So, I'm upset about this situation. I'm highly upset. You know, I wasn't going to talk about this video, about what happened. I wasn't going to do a video about this until I found out that that black woman that pushed the man off the bus pled not guilty. That just hit me over the edge. Now I'm letting my voice be heard. Okay, that bitch is guilty. She killed him. Whether she meant to or not, she still killed him. It's still murder. Okay? Still murder. And the evidence is there. If you need a clearer picture, I'll show the damn video again if I have to. Of her doing it. You know? Fuck. You know, just really. So, you know what, that's just, I don't know what else to say about this. You know, I really don't. Like, there's so many things about this situation that could have been done so much differently. So much differently. The bus driver could have done something sooner. The bus driver could have got help quicker. And, it's the bus driver's responsibility to make sure that the safety and security of the passengers. It is. You know, if there's a confrontation on the bus, they're supposed to handle that and get rid of the people who are causing the problem on the bus. But she didn't. Why? I do not know. You know, but, I'm just, oh Lord Almighty, oh my God. Oh my God, I'm just, like, really upset about this situation. Really upset. You know, the fact that all of this is playing out the way it's playing out. You know, and now this thing is going to go in front of a jury, a trial. And, you know, one of my friends, I talked about the situation, I told her that the fucking woman pled not guilty. They were like, well, it's going to go to trial now. And I was like, yeah, I know, and she's going to lose. And they said, well, that's not necessarily the case. They're going to have to find juries that are not biased on the situation. What the fuck does that mean? Everybody knows about this situation. Everybody's pissed about this situation. It's not going to be that, it's going to be damn near impossible to find juries that are not biased on the case. Because everybody's biased against this case. Everybody wants this fucking woman to fucking go to prison. Okay, finding people that are like, oh, that's, maybe, she doesn't deserve to go to prison, even though she killed somebody, and maybe she, how are you going to find somebody like that? You know, so, you know, I don't know. But anyway, Shaniqua, over and out. I'm done talking about this. I will keep you guys updated when this fucking shit goes to trial. I'm sure it'll be all over the news, as usual. Everybody knows about what's going on. If you haven't known about it, now you do. You know, I'm surprised you don't know, because everybody's talking about it. It's been all over the national news. You know, so, but yeah, it's like, what the fuck? So I will be following this once it goes to trial. I'm sure the news will be there, and we'll see what happens, and I'll do a follow-up video on this case. That's what I'll do. I don't know when her trial, jury, judge date thing is, but I'll find out, and I'll watch it very closely, and hopefully this fucking bitch gets a guilty verdict. Hopefully. Because whether or not she intended to kill the person, she still killed him. An old man, 74 fucking years old, who all he said was be nicer to people. And that's what set her off, when she was already going crazy in the first place. So Shaniqua over and out. I'm done talking about this. Peace out, y'all. Love y'all. Hugs and kisses. Stay tuned for more videos. I'll be back as soon as I possibly can. So, I just need to go calm down. I need to take a breather. Like, this is just like totally...